Startup City Boy speaking. Um, my first car that was brought to me from Kaduna was a Honda Civic two-door. And the reason why it was very good on the roads is because the dealerships in Kaduna, they have good roads there. So they used to run every car that used to come into the country in Kaduna around the roads, in round circles. So the balance of the cars are very good there. But as soon as they come into Benin, because the roads are all in various zigzag, the tires started spoiling because naturally nothing should be happening to Honda cars. Um, how did I learn how to drive? Was I used to sew with leg machine. So when you're with your right leg and you're pressing it gently in order to sew the clothes, you generally know how to feel the engine of a car. Also, because I had practice with a band in Nabirjani Chelni, when I was singing Fitzgerald's song, Summer, um, it also controlled my ability to hold the steering wheel. And the guys used to play on guitar, and I used to watch them a lot how they worked with their hands. So they were working with electrical guitars. That is why I like rock music. Um, what else? I learned how to sew gyardos because I was with my friend Anel. It gave me, the Romans, or is it the Greeks? They used to make armor, corsets for themselves, so they became strong, and their shoulders used to be intact and in place, which is why women adopted the corset, but they used to do it from their backs in order to keep people who have spinal cord deformity, especially kids. Alternatively, what you can do is, I have some leather strips here, and one can do. Raining season is almost getting over, and walking around flowers and trees with butterflies can give you allergies. So you have to be careful when you are seeing butterflies flying around. Moles also have a tendency to create allergies. So it's not just from food you're getting the problems. I used to be a farmer's kid. My grandmother used to do potatoes and carrots and beetroot. So she informed me in the village in Russia on how to make different kinds of foods from carrots and the Korean. I had a friend who was a Korean in Tashkent. We used to dance hip hop a lot. It's unusual for Koreans to have hip hop dance, but me and him practiced martial arts a lot. Because I was big in stature, we used to do sumo fights. I would hold him by the head and by the legs on the other side, and I spun him round. So he became a friend like that. Um, yeah, his name was Arthur. Uh, a lot of childhood memories that one can make and recreate into making movies. How to become an actor, how to bid for it, is that you have to be able to study the stories of the people that are writing stories and their emotions and be able to replicate it. If you don't have somewhat similar backgrounds with people, you will find it odd to be in their presence and be able to project it. So what happens is that there is a three-dimensional way on how to make actors understand somebody's nature, which is while you are performing and speaking about the the works that you have been doing as a professional, they also have to go and practice it before they are able to come back. So the process of making movies is quite a process that seems difficult to people. And eventually, what happens is that those people who are trying to imitate somebody's character and behavior in real life, they lose their identity. And there has to be somebody who is always trying to bring them out of that state and find themselves again. So you end up seeing that a lot of actors and actresses, they fall out of movie making into different kinds of professions just so that they can find themselves back and be able to make movies, which is why you see your favorite actors, they often don't make movies as much as you would want to see them in. And you have to know when, as a fan, to stay back and allow them to go through the process, because they are not handy tools to be used all the time. With generation as it comes, people have become smarter and able to get out of those character depictions that people have put them through. So they are able to act different films at different times. And this knuckle, when you see, it means time. So when you're boxing, you're measuring your time. Body language is very important to understand how it affects the brain. So study sportsmen when they're training, when they are doing their movements, how they are working their lives, and you'll be able to replicate them and show how it works. Startup City boss speaking for now.